Hi, my name's Michael Dowling.
And I'm Chris Panisi. We're proudly representing Pello, and we're coming to you with this month's Love Local. Well, it's been a super busy month so far for the team, seeing 16 properties sell in all price brackets, from a one-bedroom apartment all the way up to some of the most luxurious homes across the Ryde and Gladesville areas. We do have a number of auctions coming up, including this one that we're standing in today at 289 Morrison Road in Ryde. But first we'll chat to you about the sales across the month. Michael, it's been a busy one.
It has been an incredibly busy one. As Chris mentioned, 16 sales, a couple of sales to take note of and obviously look into if you are possibly watching the market and considering selling. Number 6 Crescent Avenue in Ryde. This was a really nice new build on the low side of Crescent Avenue. Wonderfully designed home, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, wonderfully sort of architecturally designed with some really unique curves throughout the property. We had just over 130 inspections in 7 weeks of this property and just shy of 300 inquiries throughout that time. So the demand in the upper end of the Ryde market is still particularly high. Now, something to take note of, this property passed in at auction for 3.15. 4 weeks later, or just under 4 weeks later, we've sold it for 3.45 million, so just shy of 3.5. Now that's an increase of 300,000 over a 4-week period for a property that passed in at auction. So that's a really good indication of just the sentiment that's out there at the moment in the buying public and how buyers are realizing that the lack of stock is driving decisions at the moment. So that was a really good result to just showcase that market sentiment and confidence coming back to the market at the moment. Another property that we sold that we're incredibly proud of was 24 Colston Street, Ryde. Now, as noted on Channel 9 News and a lot of other publications in the Sydney marketplace, this property, the proceeds were going to 2 separate charities, the Guide Dogs New South Wales as well as the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Now this had an amazing number of registrations at the auction. 23 bidders took part in the auction. Some really good competition, bidding starting at 1.5 million for a knockdown home in Ryde, not too far from Top Ryde Shopping Centre, selling for an amazing price of 2,200,000 under the hammer. So that was one that we were incredibly proud of as a company to be a part of and trusted with.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing we're speaking a lot to buyers about at the moment is there simply is not enough supply. I think there've been figures put out there of about 30% lower than this time last year, and certainly much lower than the year before that as well. We are having a lot of those discussions in the field. 3 sales that we did that I think really do showcase that. 62 Elliott Avenue barely made it through 12 days on the market before selling for a huge 2,126,000 for a knockdown property. This one fielded 5 separate parties making offers in the first 2 weeks. So just a really phenomenal show of how tight that supply is. And then 14 Moss Street in West Ryde. This was a pair of duplexes. We sold the first one for about 20,000 less, and then this one selling more later, which is a feat that hasn't really happened over the last 2 years when selling sets of duplexes. So, you know, some people are calling that an uptick in the market. I think we're just seeing at the moment that there's low supply, there's a lot of pent-up demand, and a lot of people seeing a light at the end of the tunnel regarding interest rate rises. The final sale that I wanted to mention was number 1 Orchard Street in West Ryde. This property was on the market with another agent. It failed to sell, and we were proud that shortly after auction we were able to bring the owner a price of 2,400,000 to allow her to finally move on with her plans. Now, this has been a common story. We've had a number of properties that failed to sell, whether it was the last 6 months or 12 months with another agent, and those clients, through coming to us, refreshing the strategy and being able to just tap into our buyer network, we've been able to provide them with a result that they're delighted with. So congratulations to them and all of the owners that have had a similar story. But as we previously mentioned, you know, whether it's a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, a villa, a knockdown house, something a bit bigger, or certainly the top end as Michael's explained, we are seeing extremely low levels of supply and a lot of demand that's been pent up. So if you are thinking about selling, please reach out to myself, Michael, or any of the Pello team. We'd love to help you out.
As Chris mentioned, we are here today at 289 Morrison Road in Ryde. Now this is right on the Putney border. Wonderful sort of panoramic views of Homebush, Accor Stadium. Obviously, if you had a renovation upstairs, you get some nice river views as well. So this is one of quite a few auctions that we've got coming up in April as well. and the coming weekends. So if you are out there looking to buy, make sure you come forward, let us know about your situation and what you're looking for, and we'd be very excited to help you on your property journey as well.
So there you have it, seeing strong demand as we mentioned. We've got a few great properties coming up soon. We'd love to help you with your property goals, whether it's selling or buying in the next few months. We'd love to put a plan together to help you with that. Feel free to get in touch with myself, Michael, any of the Pello team so that we can help you with those goals.